We're going to get right, though, to the race for the White House. Kamala Harris, Donald Trump set to face off right there at the National Constitution Center in Philadelphia. Tomorrow night's debate could be the only debate between the two of them. Stakes are high. Race is so close. Want to start off with Rachel Scott there in Philadelphia. Good morning, Rachel.
George, good morning to you. We are just one day out from what is shaping up to be the most consequential moment of this campaign. Donald Trump, Vice President Kamala Harris, one-on-one in their first and likely only debate before the November election. And the stakes could not be higher with this race now locked in a dead heat. This morning, with the first presidential debate now just over 24 hours away, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris are preparing to come face to face for the first time.
Are you ready, Madam Vice President?
Ready.
The vice president off the campaign trail, spending the last 4 days hunkered down in Pittsburgh doing highly choreographed mock debates. The former president isn't doing any of that, instead holding informal policy sessions with advisors. On Friday, he came before the cameras for an event billed as a news conference, but he didn't take a single question after appearing in court for oral arguments in his appeal of the E. Jean Carroll sexual abuse case. Trump wasn't required to show up for the hearing, but he chose to go, later complaining to reporters for nearly an hour about all the women who have accused him of sexual misconduct over the years, which he denies, and even repeating claims about Carroll that a jury already considered defamatory. Trump then traveling to battleground Wisconsin for a rally this weekend.
We are going to win Wisconsin. We are going to defeat Comrade Kamala Harris.
While Trump's advisors and allies have pushed him to stay focused on the issues, he still spent much of his time on stage ranting about his legal battles. The 90-minute debate will include 2 breaks, no opening statements, no audience in the room, no pre-written notes or huddling with staff during commercial breaks. Microphones will be muted when it's not the candidate's turn to speak, and Trump, who won the coin toss, will have the final word.
Is anybody going to be watching?
With the race neck and neck, Trump is vowing retribution if he wins a second term. In his most direct threat against those who administer elections, the former president insisting he would jail lawyers, political operatives, donors, illegal voters, and corrupt election officials, stating those involved in unscrupulous behavior will be sought out, caught, and prosecuted at levels unfortunately never seen before in our country. The reality, illegal voting is extremely rare. And just days ago on a podcast, Trump in a rare moment even acknowledged he lost the last election.
I was told if I got 63 million, which is what I got the first time, you would win. You can't not win. And I got millions of more votes than that and lost by a whisker.
In response, Democratic election lawyer Mark Elias, who works with the Harris campaign, writing, "We won't let Donald Trump intimidate us. We won't let him suppress the vote. We won't let him subvert the election." That fear about democracy, shared by a handful of Republicans, including former Congresswoman Liz Cheney and her father, former Vice President Dick Cheney. A once unthinkable move, the conservative former vice president now endorsing Harris, saying Trump can never be trusted with power again.
You have many Republicans out there who are saying, well, we're not going to vote for him, but we will write someone else in. And I think that this time around, that's not enough, that it's important to actually cast a vote for Vice President Harris.
Trump is now here at Mar-a-Lago. He heads to Pennsylvania for the debate tomorrow, and he is preparing more than he's letting on, holding those informal policy sessions with advisors, but also with former Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard, who challenged Harris on the debate stage back in 2019. Also involved in his debate prep, we are told, is Congressman Matt Gaetz, who has been firing questions at Trump on some of the tougher issues, including his legal troubles and his position on abortion.